And I worked with a coach that one of her big things is talking about pleasure first. So making sure that you do something pleasurable before you do the rest of it. You know, like we
Yeah.
get taught you need to eat that frog. And so you have to do the worst thing first. Her
Yes.
ethos is exactly the opposite. And I've started to do that. And actually that works much better for me than doing the worst thing first.
Yeah. No, like when you said that, I was thinking this eat the frog principle, and so
Yeah.
it just gave me this sense of relief to feel that you won that because yeah. So this idea of sort of eating the frog, it's designed, isn't it, to do the hardest thing first in the morning, and then um and then the rest of the day happens as it happens. So what are the challenges with that? Why is it such a problem?
For me, because I know that I will put it off and put it off, so I'll end up down a scroll hole
Yeah,
and just not doing anything, and then I'll end up beating myself up at night. So I know that that happens with me.
yeah,
And I also know from clients that it happens with them as well. Whereas if I know that if I do something pleasurable first and then have something pleasurable to do afterwards, then I'll do the thing because it won't feel so bad.
yeah. No,
Just
I'm with
doesn't
you
feel
on.
so bad.
Yeah, and you said about how a lot of the people that you help may have ADHD and may kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
struggle with some of those stuff. So actually, instead of in all ideally you get up, you go and put the bins out or you do the hard thing, and then the rest of the day is yours. But instead that pattern of going, I don't want to do the hard thing, I'm just going to sit here, I'm not going to move and do anything, and then 3 hours later I've done the hard thing. Had I been allowed to eat cake instead of eat the frog,
Yeah,
I might
exactly.
be more
Yeah.
productive.
Yeah, and that pleasurable thing doesn't have to be anything big. It could just be having a nice coffee out your coffee machine, or talking to a friend, or watching a 5 minute video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Cat videos. That's my thing. Always the funny cat videos or the funny dog videos.
Oh, there's some
And
funny ones.
yeah, there are, and just having a laugh before you do it. And then also saying, well, okay, I'm going to do this, and I know that it's going to take it out of me because I know that it's something really difficult. This morning, I've been doing some papers for the solicitor that um, my mum passed away last year, and there's all that stuff going on. So I've got some forms to fill in. But before I did that, I went out with the dog and I
Yeah.
looked at the holly berries and watched the birds and fed the crows and all that sort of stuff
Yeah.
first before I did that.
Yeah.
And then I came back and I thought, right, I've got that to do. I'll do it.
Yeah.
And I did it.
Yeah. And that feels like there's a self-compassion there
Yeah.
because it's, sorry for your loss first of all, but then, knowing yourself enough to sort of go, this is going to take something from me. I need to fill my cup first before
Yeah.
I can step in and do this.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always say to people about this as well that, because I work quite a lot with energy and environment and people, and when I'm talking to, I have quite a lot of women who come to see me whose families, they feel really difficult, they struggle with the relationship with the family. So I always suggest to them, so what can you do before you go and see them? Because obviously you don't want to cut your family off. And I'm not sure that we should cut our families off necessarily. I hate that word should. But I'm not sure that
Yeah.
most people want to if they're really honest because they're their family. And actually, maybe something else will work better. So, what can you do first? What can you do before you go and see that person to build up your energy, knowing that they zap it when you get there? And then, what can you do when you leave? Instead of going straight home and sitting in a puddle of, can you go and get yourself a nice coffee, or can you go and go to your favourite coffee shop, or can you go to I don't know, Pizza Express even, or somewhere nice, or can you go and visit a friend and sit there for a bit, or your favourite
Yeah.
bench in the park?
Yes, it's just and planning something that's going to be for you,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
for
Yeah,
yeah,
a
to
pleasure
really
sandwich instead of a poo sandwich.
yeah.